Hi everybody, it's Julia here, and since it is Monday, even though it's a bit later, I am back with a new process video. The reason why this process video is up a bit later is because I got some new hours at work, so instead of working at late afternoon, I'm working really early in the morning, till now. So anyway, and because really the reason is because I did not plan. I was sitting yesterday watching Inky June marathon instead of processing my own videos. But whatever, we're here now. I'm sitting here doing voiceovers. This video will be up when you look at it, obviously. Really clever there, Julia. Back to the layout. We should really start by talking about layout. The layout is about spring, so I made it a few weeks ago. And the things you can see here on the page are things that I found on my desk or, well, actually, I was clearing out my scrap. I have like a magazine folder thingy where I have my scraps. And I was looking through it and pulled out a few things, and these sort of ended up in a pile together. And I thought they look really cute together and I should make something. And then I had this photo on my to-do scrap list, and like I just thought it would be perfect. So what I'm using here is the paper bag. The Chevron paper bag is from Lagerhaus, which is sort of a home decorating store here in Scandinavia. I think there are more places than Sweden. So I'm going to use that as sort of a layer for my photo, which I matted on vellum. The watercolor paper there is actually just watercolor paper with some color swatches on top of it. And then what else? The doily is just white cardstock used with a doily die. And the tags are, one are from the crepe paper Hello Love, and the other one is that wood grain nickel cardstock that I'm really loving right now. And I was just one day sitting doing some testing out embroidering butterflies on this tag, so I thought that would be perfect for a spring layout. And then the paperclip is also just a bow tie, and I made it out of felt, and I really like that, so I have quite a few. So I really like these sort of really happy colors together, the pink with the coral and the lighter blue, and I thought let's just go with it. So I'm going to make this page all about spring, and especially how much I love seeing the lambs coming out. So these lambs are not our lambs because we don't have lambs, but I'm trying to change that, just by the way. These are from our friends who live just a few kilometers away, and they have lambs. She has always, sorry, had lambs, and we always go there to look at them because they're really cute. She is also, she has the brother of Viola, so we see her quite a lot. Yeah, but you know, it's something special looking at little lambs, babies. Ugh, any baby animals. I think I don't really like bird animals. Yeah, baby birds. I think they're really creepy. I think bunny babies are also creepy. I've had them, so I feel like I can say this. They are really creepy until they're like 2 weeks. Then they're cute again. So anyway, back to the layout. Julia, you need to focus. You know, this working in like the early morning is apparently very like making my mind go. Not go. That's what's happening. The label I'm stapling on is a printable, and then I just stamped with a Heidi Swap date stamp, adding some mold of that Terry Gold glitter tape because I don't think I need to explain that actually. So yeah, here all I need to do now is add my title and my journaling, and I decide to use to go with more of that gold glitter because you can't really have enough of that, right? I'm going to go with the Maggie Holmes open book one, and I'm going to say hey, and then I'm going to use um, I cannot remember what they called, the grey foam figures from Crate Paper's Valentine collection from last year. I'm going to use that to write Sötnosar, which is a Swedish word, and that means sort of like sweethearts. And I can just say, if you look closely later on the close-up on the white lamb, she has the cutest lips. It looks like she has this little lipstick pucker mouth, and she is adorable. Just like, by the way. Uh, so yeah, I'm going to spell that out, and then I'm going to use my sewing machine and then just stitch over that, because I really like the look of the stitching over foam. I think that's really nice, and it stitched really easily over it too. I have a really like cheap, not durable sewing machine, so you have to be really careful with how much you sew, like how thick it is, but over foam it goes just fine. So I'm just adding the dots for the and then I am done with that word. Now we're going to put that away. Nope, I'm thinking about adding some more, but then nope. So, cutting to sewing machine. Ba-dam! Whoa, that's cool. So here's a tip for you if you like using a sewing machine like I do on my layouts. Really check what kind of settings you have on your sewing machine before you start. I didn't do that, and you can see in the close-ups later on the word Sötnosar, the stitching is really, really tiny, and I just don't like it. But when I realized it, I had already sewn, and it had already punched the holes in the paper, so it was too late. But on the side of I stitch on either side of the photo, like on the paper bag and then on the watercolor paper, it looks better. So just a tip to really look like what settings you have before. I am so used to having the same settings all the time, but this day just before I had fixed something, I had mended, I can't remember. I know I mended something. Um, yeah, and I had changed the settings. So whatever, I'm just annoyed. I am still annoyed. And I made this layout like weeks ago. I'm still annoyed. Can you believe that? Yeah. Moving on. Focusing on the happy colors of the layout. I decided I wanted some sprinkling, and then I thought I'm going to use gold because, yeah, we all like gold. But then I thought I have gold and everything, and it would be really fun to use something different, and I really like this pink color. So I chose the pink one. Anyway, I hope you have liked this process video, and I challenge you to use your scraps to make a layout. I hope to see you soon, and that you have a really great week. Bye!